This is the final scene of John Carpenter's 1978 film Halloween. In this scene, I am going to talk about how Carpenter uses different film techniques to portray Laurie's oblivion to the murderer who is attacking her. Prior to this scene, Laurie stabs Michael with a knife in the closet and is sure that she has killed him. In this shot, the camera is at a high angle using a long shot. You can see Michael lying on the ground and Laurie coming out of the closet. You will also notice high-key lighting coming in through the window, casting shadows in a downward direction. The audience and Laurie think that Michael is dead, so Carpenter uses a low angle to look up at Laurie.
Come here.
As Laurie tells the kids to run for help, the camera pans down as Laurie falls back into a vulnerable state.
I want you to go down the street to the Mackenzie's house. I want you to tell them to call the police and tell them to send them over here. Now, do you understand me? Go do as I say.
The camera cuts to a medium shot using a long lens blurring the shape of Michael in the background as he sits straight up. The non-diegetic music comes in at just the right moment to build the suspense. The camera cuts to a shot of the kids running for help and a shot of Dr. Loomis walking down the street searching for his patient, Michael. In this shot, you can see the blue-tinted high-key lighting hitting Dr. Loomis's face. The added blue tint creates a more eerie feel for the audience. The camera cuts back to Laurie, still using a long lens, as Laurie is unaware that Michael is still alive. The shape of Michael becomes clearer as he moves closer to Laurie. The camera cuts to a low-angle medium shot of Laurie struggling to get away from him. The diegetic sound of Michael breathing now becomes very heavy. The camera then cuts again to a shot of Dr. Loomis running up the stairs to Laurie's rescue. The shadows obscure the audience from getting a clear cut at Michael's face in order to keep the audience curious about the evil being that is under the mask. The camera then begins frequent cuts between the doctor and Michael as he shoots him. Now the camera will cut to a high angle looking directly down on Michael as he has just fallen off the balcony after being shot several times. Dr. Loomis and Laurie share an important dialogue that was foreshadowed in previous scenes of the film about the boogeyman.
What's the boogeyman?
As a matter of fact, it was.
The camera tracks down the eye path of Dr. Loomis as Michael is no longer lying where he just has a minute ago. The music comes in and the suspense reaches a peak as the audience realizes his ability to resist death. The scene and the movie end with a montage of shots from different places where Michael has been throughout the night. The montage is accompanied by Carpenter's music and the sound of heavy breathing, leaving the audience to believe that Michael is everywhere and that evil exists everywhere. It ends with a shot of the Myers' abandoned house where the terror began 15 years prior.